When we bought our home in a quiet country neighborhood, my wife and I wanted peace away from the chaos of the city. No HOA rules, no endless fees, and no strangers telling us how high our grass should be. Just space, freedom, and safety for our family. But not long after we moved in, Karen appeared. She was the self-proclaimed head of the neighborhood committee, which wasn't even real. She went door to door, waving papers and trying to convince everyone to join her so-called HOA. Most people ignored her, but she hated being ignored. The biggest problem came when my daughter, Claire, moved in with us temporarily. What Karen didn't know, Claire wasn't just my daughter. She was the county sheriff. She kept a low profile in town, never flashing her badge unless she needed to. To Karen, though, Claire was just another easy target to intimidate into paying her fake HOA dues. One evening, I came home from work and saw flashing red and blue reflections bouncing off our windows. My heart sank. I ran outside to find neighbors standing in the street, shouting, and, right there on my driveway, Karen was pointing a pistol at Claire. My blood turned cold. "You will pay the HOA dues or leave," Karen screamed, waving the gun like a lunatic. Claire stood calm, hands slightly raised, but her eyes sharp and unafraid. "You don't want to do this," Claire warned firmly. "Put the gun down now." "Shut up. I make the rules here," Karen shouted. "You're just another outsider who thinks she can ignore me." The crowd gasped as Claire slowly reached into her jacket. For a split second, Karen thought she was winning, until Claire pulled out her badge and held it up high. "Ma'am, you are pointing a firearm at the sheriff of this county. Drop the weapon now." The silence was deafening. Karen's face drained of color, her hand trembling as reality set in. Claire's deputies, who had followed the call, rushed in from the street, guns drawn but controlled. Karen was disarmed, cuffed, and dragged to the back of a squad car in front of all the neighbors she had tormented for months. Her bogus HOA documents were confiscated, and it turned out she had a record of fraud, harassment, and even assault. As the deputies drove her away, the neighbors turned to Claire with wide eyes. For the first time, they realized who she really was. "Don't worry," Claire said, holstering her badge. "You don't have to put up with her anymore. This neighborhood is free, and it's going to stay that way." From that day on, Karen's reign of terror ended. The community finally breathed easy, and my daughter, the sheriff, had made sure no one would ever try pulling a stunt like that again.